Hello, today on Random How I'm going to be talking about what you should want to do in life and in the future, and how you should go about knowing what is it that you're good at and aspiring to do something you want, and what you should do to focus in on things and try to get to whatever goal you want to do. I also want to talk about in the beginning about goals and if they are necessary and should you even have them in the first place. So let's get to it. So goals, I think, can be, for people who have different definitions for what goals are to them. But let's say we go for all these different types of goals. So let's say these little goals. You have little goals in life. So let's say I want to get this award in I don't know, maths, or I want to get this result for your A levels. I want to get an A star in whatever, maths or English or science, whatever you want to do it, or any subject. These are little goals you have, and I think it's good to have these little goals you want and plan. But also, people also have bigger goals. Bigger goals being, well, like they want to own a company in the future, or have these specific job they really want to do and have, be the best of whatever they want to be at. And I think that's a really good thing. But I believe that having big goals kind of restricts you, and I actually have some big goals of mine, but I've been quite flexible with what I want, but it's always been kind of fixed what I kind of want, but I can leeway from one to another, and I kind of try to find what I really want. And as you go through life, I think you kind of know what you kind of want to do as you go from GCSEs to A level. I know I'm kind of young, I don't really know everything fully. I haven't fully experienced life, have I? So I still haven't focused in why exactly I want, but I have a good idea because I'm doing things to know what my good qualities are and what I can do, and try to see what I'm not that great at and improve it, or to say to either improve these skills, or is it something that I'm not really interested in and try to focus more on my strengths. So what are my good aspects? So for me personally, it tends to be the being able to write scientific papers, but I'm not good at writing though. In like when it comes to grammar and stuff, I'm terrible. But I've got people to help me with that. So, and it is something I can improve as I write, and that is something that comes with it. So practicing something you're strong at, you can sort of improve your weaknesses. I'm good at, getting out there and trying to get these experiments done, doing things, trying to learn new things. I'm not a person that, sits down and learns from a book always. Like, I do that from time to time, yes, definitely, that's something I would do. But I like to go out there, go to lectures, go to placements. I've done, now if my CV is like full of like different placements. I've gone to chemistry placement, I've gone to neurology placements and different things, and you have to capture different opportunities to understand what you really want. So let's say how will you kind of hone in what you want to do? So the first best thing is go through at this stage in life, let's say A levels, you kind of have some sort of clue maybe with the subjects you've chosen. Like if you've chosen a more science based, or more English based, or more commercial based. But even still, some people choose a very all three. Like they have economics, a bit of science, and a bit of like history or whatever, and they have a bit of everything, and they don't really know what they want to do. But you can the best thing to do is split the three sections. So commerce, in different countries they do it in different ways. So like you have different pathways like commerce, arts, and sciences. So if you look at these big topics, then you should go and look at doing some taster courses in these big topics of what you want to really do. So do some in arts if you find that interesting. Do some in commerce, being a sales representative or something like that, and do something in science, doing a science placement or whatnot. And these opportunities are out there in like different universities offer them, wherever you are. You just have to really look for them. I'm fortunate enough to have internet access, being able to have free transport and finding these places. Some people find it really difficult to get these places and know what they want, because it's like they don't have enough money to know what they want to do. Like, we can't do these things, and it's hard to find opportunities, and that's understandable. But you have to use what you have and try to make the most of it. And some people, it might not be a lot. So let's say you have literally a lack of electricity, and you minimum internet access. But even with the minimum of internet access, you should be able to, find things and like read up on things, enhance your knowledge. So whatever you are interested in, you know what you're interested in. Reading is still a key part of like learning what you want to know. And developing your skills. If you read, I don't know, a set of instructions to do this project or whatever, you're still doing something. Reading and then doing something. You shouldn't all just be reading and doing nothing. Like, just reading something won't do anything in your life. Like, I guess unless you're even if I guess if you're like someone that just reads books, and I don't know if you get paid for that, but writing reviews, you're doing something. Like, you always happen to do something, and you always get something out of it. So it's important, therefore, to find opportunities. That's that. Well, so now you know what to do. Like, you have a certain idea on what kind of career path you want to go into. It's important to talk to people who are older than you. So I think that's helped me a lot, because I have tons of well, not tons, but I have quite a few mentors. Like, I have a mentor from AT&T, I have a mentor from Nottingham University, UCL. Got some mentors from different at King's and different universities, and I'm very fortunate to have these mentors. Some people don't even have these kind of mentors to like guide them to what they want to do. So if you don't even have mentors, ask your teacher, ask people who are older than you about these topics, or go out there and find people who you have these interests, these topic interests, and who are older than you and are in that field, to know if that's something you want to do. Just talking to them builds up, is good for networking, so you could potentially get a job with them in the future if they give you the correct path to go down, like in terms of education, getting the money and things like that. And there's also in the background, for all your thoughts of like what you want to do, there's the case of money. These days, money does like kind of rule the world. Like, you need money to kind of live and do whatever, and you're kind of restricted by the interest you have. So it's like, I have this interest, but it might not make that much money. But if you always hone into that idea of money, you won't ever really hone into your skills to make more money. So if you hone in your skills and know what you want and keep at it, then you might be able to generate more money. I think I've had that issue where I'm just like, why am I doing this? I'm not going to get any money at this point in time, because I'm only 17, and then like people have money and things like that, and it's just like that prospect of it takes so long to get. You kind of want that money now. It's like a get rich quick schemes, and things like that. And it's just, that's not the way to do it. It's more down, you do your skills and you get money from it. I know, yes, there might be some ways where you kind of trick people for money, but in terms of the whole moral thing, it's just, isn't it better for you to hone in your skills and then get paid for the hard work and effort you've put in? And I think that's very important. Than just cheat people out of money. That's just wrong, in my opinion. But it's done, and you can't really help it. You might have done it yourself, but it's in this world, like, sometimes people do things they don't even want to do, and morality sometimes goes away, and you kind of have to focus yourself and to know what you want to do, and you should do it right as well. So once you should know what you want to do, and speak to people of old ages. I think what I've talked about has been in quite a ranting, tone. Tone. I mean, like, it's been a quite ranty video about the thing, and I haven't been very concise. And I apologize for that because it's really difficult for me to make videos with the schedules I have, because I have these placements to do and write articles to, well, not articles, but these publications to make. I'm going to make an update video explaining about everything soon, and it will explain everything what's happened. But I hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you liked it and you learned something from it, press a like. And if you have any you want to share to the youths of, like, or me or anyone, because I'm still young, I can give some advice to younger people and from experiences I've had. But that's just me. I'm not the only person in the world. Like, there's so many other people. If you want to say something, go ahead, go in the comments and tell people what you think you should do in life and how you should learn from it. You know, people have different ways, and I think it's nice for you guys to share it. So that's all from me today. Random help over now, and I'll see you next.